What's the deal? It's your boy Zach Hurth, shooting like Zach, so you know I keep 4K, Mr. 4K, owner, creator, back in the class. I just jumped out the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. You dick.
Shooting like Zach, so you know I keep 4K.
I'm back here and I'm back and I'm better. Let's stop in designer in a 52.
All right, so we got the one and only Zach Hurth jumping off the porch with us today.
Finally jumping off the porch, man. It's crazy. What's up?
What's up, man? How you feeling today, bro?
I feel real good, man. I feel real good. We in the A. We came out here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Gotta feel good with Dirty Glove Bastard, man.
There you go, man. Yeah, you said you came out here just for this?
Just for this.
Flying right back.
Flight land at 4. We came up here. Flight leave at 12 a.m. tonight. Back home.
Boy, TSA gonna be looking at you. What you doing?
Yeah.
you
what you really? Yeah. What's going on? And I got no book bag on. Straight carry on. In and out. No cap.
Nah, that's what's good, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking time and coming down.
For sure. Appreciate the invite,
yeah,
man.
All right, so originally from Memphis, right?
I was born in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
And that's where I was at till about where I was going back and forth from there to Mississippi until like the 5th grade.
Okay.
Then when I was in the 5th grade, that's when I moved to South Haven, Mississippi. It's like it's the borderline of Memphis, Tennessee and Memphis.
Yeah.
So that's where I went to school at. That's where I raised and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was born in Birmingham.
I did not know that. So
Yeah.
I'm already learning some
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, they say like Mississippi and Memphis, y'all like country cousins. Right?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you could say that, for sure.
Is there much of a difference between the two then? Like once you cross the Mississippi side?
From where I'm from, like where the city I was at, not really. It's a small difference, but like when you get down to like Jackson, Cleveland, Mississippi, it's a difference from Tennessee or Memphis in general, because Memphis is like its own state. Memphis is different than Nashville, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like its own state. Memphis just got their own flavor with everything, you know?
Absolutely, man. So like, going back to your childhood, were you always like the creative type as a kid, or were you playing sports? What were you doing?
Oh yeah, for sure. I for sure played sports. But I was always into music just because of my father. Like, my dad was like a real music connoisseur, so like I just grew up with music in my life, you know what I'm saying? So I was always a little bit more into being a creator than my friends was, you know, because they was really into sports.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they played football, basketball, did all those things, but I was always, the more creative guy.
So were you rapping? Were you making beats? Were you?
Yeah, I started out making beats. I started out wanting to DJ. And I was doing that a little bit when I was in high school, like my 9th grade year. Then I jumped into the beats, and that's really what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Really make beats. Then I jumped into the videography after that when I moved to Oakland. I was staying out there in Oakland for a long time. And then that's where I really picked the camera up at fully. You know what I'm saying? Because I had picked it up in high school, but I only shot a few videos, like 2-3 videos. Yeah. But when I went out there, after I graduated, that's when I took it serious, you know what I'm saying? So.
What brought you to Oakland?
My mother, she used to work out there. So she used to travel when she worked. So that's where she was living at when I graduated. And my sister had left, she had went out there too. So when I graduated, as soon as I graduated, I'm like, I'm going out there. I ain't know what was going on out there, nothing. I'm like, I know I don't want to be here, so I'm gone. And then I just went out there, live with my mom and my sister. And my pops moved out there too. We just picked up left.
Was that an easy transition for you? I'm sure that's a completely different like culture out there.
Yeah. It was easy though, cause I was 18, so it was super easy for me. I was excited.
Yeah.
I ain't care. We went to New Mexico. I just wanted to go somewhere else. I ain't care where I went. You know, I just wanted to see something different. I knew I didn't want to be where I was. So, yeah, it was exciting though. It was an easy transition for me.
Okay.
Super easy.
What was the first camera you were shooting with out there then?
Out there, I had by then I had like a little Canon T3i. Back then, everybody know what a T. You know what a T3i is. A little entry level camera. That's what I was working with. But Canon T3i.
Okay. So starting out, did you have any like director influences, people that you kind of really fucked with back then?
For sure. Jerry PhD. Dude super hard, and that was at the time where I was learning what I wanted to do and just really super into videos. So I was watching videos all the time, and he was popping up majority of the time, especially the music. That was that Detroit wave, beginning of that Detroit wave, for real. But yeah, I say Jerry, and then other guys from my city like Wicked Films, like Wicked been there forever, so it's like I was watching Wicked videos when I was still in school, so and seeing his elevation, see how he, you know, made it, I'm like, damn, I know I could do something like that, like boom. You know, just seeing someone look like me that's big, you know, that was the motivation itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So who is Mota Media?
Who is Mota Media?
Yeah, it's like, I always thought that was your production company. Then I realized, nah, it's two different people.
Bro, people always ask me that, and sometimes people think I'm Mota Media, and they think Mota Media is Zach Hurth. They don't care. But Mota, that's my dog. That's my business partner. We started the channel together. We started shooting videos in the Bay together. I met the dude. I met dude the day I met him. We shot our first video. I met him at I was shooting a skit, and he was in the skit. But he used to work with my sister at iHeartMedia. So she was telling me he do videos and all that. So after the skit, I'm like, hey, bro, my sister said you shoot videos, you good with the camera, whatever. I got a video in Richmond. This is my first video. You want to slide? He like, yeah, for sure. I ain't never met dude before. Hopped in the car, we rode to Richmond. Dude gave us $100. We bust the 100 down, 50-50. After that, it was love. You know, it was like, man, let's do it. We kept getting $100. Then eventually we got 200, and it just went to the moon, you feel me?
No, that's hard right
Yeah,
there.
that was a real genuine relationship. But that's my business partner, and that's my friend.
Okay.
That's my dog.
So how did you learn to shoot and edit? Was this just like on YouTube, just looking up tutorials?
Yeah, YouTube tutorials and then trial and error for sure.
Yeah.
Mostly tutorials, mostly just being in the field and fucking up. Forgetting the SD card, forgetting to charge your stuff up the night before, not changing your shutter speed, your ISO is super bright, you know what I'm saying? Just being in the field, messing up. You just fix those corrections. You just never get caught up on the mistakes. You just fix the correction, and then that shit just gonna fall in place, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long would you say it took you to, you know, develop your own style of shooting and editing?
I feel like I came in with my own style, really. I really feel like I came in with my own style, because I wouldn't say I'm a trendsetter, but I'm always a guy that want to kind of be away from the crowd, you know. So I feel like I came in with my own twist anyway. But when I came, how long it took me to come up with a style that everybody enjoyed, I'd say probably about a year.
Okay.
That was when people were like, oh, okay, that's a Zach Hurth video. Man, Zach shot that. Oh, Zach shot that. Zach shot that. Probably about a year.
Yeah. So who were some of the first artists out there in the Bay that you were shooting with?
Kavi Picasso, Cash Click Boog, Dre West Oakland, Lil Slug. Lil Slug is actually my first million views. I got my first million views with Lil Slug. Rock and Roller. That's just to name a few, but we were shooting with the whole Bay all the way up to Vallejo, all the way up to Stockton, all the way up to Sac, you know what I'm saying? So we were shooting with a lot of guys.
Did you fuck with the Bay Area music too? Because it's a different sound than the
Super
Memphis,
different.
man.
When I first moved there, it took me a minute. But when I first moved there, I had got an internship at this studio because I was still making beats and engineering and stuff. So when I went there, that's when I first got the taste of it. I'm like, all right, this, you know, it sounds different, but I might could. And then you just keep going, and you just like, yeah, that shit kind of, yeah, okay, that's cool. So I don't know. It took a minute though, but now I love the Bay music, and I love Detroit music because it's almost one and the same, really.
No, that's for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I love the Bay music. It's lit. It's hyphy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's completely different than Memphis sound.
Yeah, super different. Super different. I be playing it. When I first come home, I was playing for my homeboys. They're like, bro, cut this, bro.
They don't understand.
Man,
that
give me
shit.
the aux. Do not take the aux, bro. You know, they ain't understand it, but now it's to a point where they like, ah, yeah, play that one junk you were playing that time, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because they like it now.
So when did you move back to Memphis?
When I moved back, 2020. I moved back summer 2020. But I was still coming back and forth. I had started coming back and forth that 2019, that November. And then that following summer, I'm like, bro, I'm finna just go home, bro, because it's taking off in the city. That's when Memphis, boom, boom, boom. Memphis was so hot then. You know, we had a lot of artists pumping out of there. Kivo Money, NLE Chopper. Who else was pumping up out of there? Duke Deuce, Lil Migo. Man, we had plenty of artists coming out at that time. I came home at the right time, you know. Shit. Yeah, so I say something.
Yeah, I would say like 2019. That's when your guys' page was just out of control.
Oh yeah.
It was like
everything we
you guys
dropped.
were uploading.
Yeah. YNC Capo, everything we dropped was, man, touching damn near million. Everything we dropped, it was 100K plus for sure, off the rip.
Yeah.
Cause then we had Mota out there shooting with big guys out there, Lil Beans, Zay Bang, and all those guys. Lil Yee, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
How'd you lock in with NLE Chopper?
I lock in with Chop, bro. I shot the Shot of Fam, not the Shot of Flow. I shot of Fam. That's the one with him, K Moolah, Chucky, all them on one song. Yeah. And we shot that joint right after K Moolah graduation. And man, I ain't think nothing of the shoot. No, I don't think anybody knew that video was gonna take off like that. You know what I'm saying? But man, I locked in with him through K Moolah. Really, he was at the shoot. Yeah, and then he was out there in LA. That's when we did the Chop Block one with him and Block Boy.
Yeah,
everybody was out there. Me, Clay, Red, everybody was out there, and they was out there too. And we just pulled up to the studio, shot the video on some, last minute stuff. Pull up what y'all doing?
Yeah, just right there in the studio.
I happened to have my camera. They happened to have just recorded the song, cut the song on. We shot. So yeah. Hell yeah.
Did you see Chopper's his potential back then?
He had the energy. Whenever I run into an artist that got the energy like he got, you already know they editor. It's just gonna take time. Yeah. If you got that energy in you, cause he got the energy that stands out from a crowd of 100,000 people, in my opinion. Yeah, I seen the potential.
You and Block Boy, man, y'all got a lot of hits, classics, man.
For sure.
What's that chemistry like when you working with Block Boy?
With Block, energy too, and we don't really have to say much, cause I know what he like. You know what I mean? We don't really have to say too much, and we just shoot. We cut the music on, and he get to doing what he doing. I get to recording, and we put it together later on, and it be magic, man. It be hard though. Yeah, that's my dog too.
So, do you prefer to do run and gun videos or write out a treatment for him?
Treatment. We doing treatment every time now, just cause it's time to elevate. It's time to do it bigger than we was doing it. Running guns is fun though. Running guns are fun. If we just like, hey Zach, where you at, man? We got a song. Ooh, so and so in town. Pull up. Cool. We gonna do that. Or we doing a lifestyle video where we out of town and you going to do Dirty Glove Bastard, then you going to do this other interview over here, and you pull it up on so and so. And we recording that. Like I like those type of running guns, but just running gun for anybody. We got to do treatment for sure.
Yeah. Did you ever get burnt out? Because you probably shot, I can't imagine how many videos you shot.
Man, it was at one point, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was doing like 20 videos a week.
God damn.
Real talk. And I'm going city to city. I wasn't even just shooting in Memphis. I'm going up to Nashville, Jackson, Mississippi. I might slide to Birmingham real quick, shoot some Birmingham, boom, boom, boom. I'm on the road really moving, live. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, bro, you get burnt out, and that was the thing. I was tired of being the guy that could shoot really, really good videos. That's why I jumped into something else,
Yeah. So do you still prefer to edit your own videos, or do you have an editor on deck now?
Yeah, I edit my own videos. I might get somebody to do some visual effects, but I actually want to move to shooting it and then throwing it to somebody to let them edit it. I just ain't found no, solid editor. You know what I mean? But visual effects for sure. I get somebody else to put my visual effects on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about working on set? Do you have other people to help you out, or are you still shooting by yourself?
Nah, if I'm doing a trim or something, I'm getting a whole crew. Somebody do lighting, camera up, somebody to go get the food, somebody to, make sure the artist is well hydrated, just everything. I'm booking plenty of people. Even some of them just be my partners that pull up and make sure everything is everything,
Yeah. At what point did you realize I need some help on set with this shit? Because I'm sure at one point you was like, man, I can do all this shit by myself.
Oh yeah, and I still be trying to do it, but them treatments. I think my first treatment video, I was like, nah, I can't keep doing this like this, bro. Cause the video, I knew it could have been better. I'm like, I know I could have shot this better if I had a couple more hands on set. So I'm like, yeah, it's time to expand that budget, start booking these folks. Incorporate some different people,
And you're one of the few video directors with your own tag.
Yeah.
How'd you get your tag?
My partner, who was in the studio. This before I moved home. I was just coming home and I was marketing myself like 4K visuals. You know, this is the time that Sony just came out with that mirrorless.
4K meant something back then.
That was huge back then, a 4K video. So I'm like, man, I'm in town, I get your 4K video, bro. Ooh, it's 4K quality. We in the studio, he like, shooting like that, so he rapping, shooting like that, so you know I keep folk. I'm like, send me that, I need that. Boom, got an intro made, put it on there, them folk went crazy. Crazy. I'm all in V-Live in Memphis shooting a video. They grabbing the video off the YouTube MP3, not cutting the tag off.
So you're hearing it in the club.
In the club, strippers saying, shooting like Zach, so shaking ass, you hear me? I'm like, this lit. Turn. And I started putting it on the song too. So you can't even get rid of it. It's right there. You
It's
hear
in
me?
there now.
It's right there. Go on, download it.
Yeah, for branded purposes, that's perfect, man.
Yeah.
So just kind of speak on the grind it took to build up your platform. You've had this YouTube channel for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
100 million views.
Yeah.
Just speak on the grind it took to get to this point.
Blood, sweat, and tears for real. Like just working, just grinding. The grind was hard though. Like you go through bullshit, you go through people not booking with you, you go through sitting in the driveway 2 hours at a location and then they text you and say, bro, we ain't over there no more, we down here. And that's 40 minutes on the other side of town, you know what I'm saying? You know, you just deal with a lot. You deal with not getting paid, you feel me? And that's gonna happen. You deal with artists not dropping a video that you feel like you put your time into. You deal with a lot of stuff. You deal with artists switching up on you when you up your price. Now I wouldn't say switching up on you, but not really booking with you when you switch your price. Like it's just blood, sweat, and tears, you know, up editing all night, going city to city. You might not can't see your mama and them, you might not can't see your cousin and them, you gonna miss birthdays, you gonna miss everything. You know, if you got a gal or something, you might lose your gal, you feel me? Like, all of that is part of the process, but, you know, I hope it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
But
Now,
yeah, it's a hard grind.
Were you shooting videos for free at any point?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I still jump out, shoot a free video. If it's for one of the homies and one of the homies tell me, hey bro, like, you know, this could be a big one, or I find somebody on Instagram, on a blog page, say Cheese or some y'all page, I might hit them up like, hey man, I'm in town, I like your music, let's do something, you know, just to build a relationship. I ain't too big for no free video. It gotta make sense though. You know, I ain't just shooting anything free. You know, it gotta make sense, but yeah, I started out shooting free. The reason I had got paid for that Cobby video, cause it was already a relationship. He wanted to pay me just cause it was me, you know? So yeah, I still jump out there, get dirty.
Now, is it a tough transition? Say you're shooting for an artist, right? You give him the first one for free. Now he calls you again to shoot another one. Is it tough to get a bag out that second one? Or is that talked about prior? Like, hey, this one on the house, but if you call me back, like, I need to get some paper out of this.
It depends, because sometimes an artist will get that free video, you won't hear from them for a couple months. So they'll really forget. You know, they'll be like, hey man, let's go and do another one. And y'all ain't been talking, so it's awkward now. Like, how do I tell this guy, like, I done elevated since I talked to you last, bro. Like, I charge this now. If you tell them, 9 times out of 10, they gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna get over with you.
Never hear from them.
You ain't gonna hear from them folks, you feel me? But some of them know, it just depends. You know, you got to speak up, you got to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's awkward.
Do you have a manager? Or
No.
do you handle all of your business yourself?
I handle everything. Yeah.
Did you ever think about getting a manager?
Yeah, I thought about it. I'm still thinking about it, but I just ain't found nobody that that can move as quick as I move. 'Cause I move quick. You know, and I'm telling you, I'm going back home tonight. Like, we flew in, boom, we're gonna do this and go back home. Like, I move quick, so I need someone that moves quick as me, and also think as hard as I think, because I overthink everything too. You know, but sometimes it's a blessing and a curse. So I just want to find somebody that's not me, but someone that is like me. You feel me? If that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's hard to find, man.
Yeah, super hard. I
yeah.
probably won't ever find it, but it'll happen.
So Duke Deuce, yeah.
Yeah,
Talk about how this whole video came about.
man. Man, I had supposed to been shot with Duke. I had seen Duke in LA before, DM'd him. We had been talking about it. Then one day he just hit me like, hey bro, like, man, let's shoot. But this was like a couple months after. I'm like, man, when? Let's do it. I'm in town too because I hadn't moved home yet. So I was in town for the weekend. So I'm like, man, let's go and do it. Let's make it happen. Man, he said, let's do it. Woo-woo. Pulled up, shot it. Everything was on the spot. We ain't had no idea prior to nothing. I pulled up to the little house. We waited about 30, 40 minutes for everybody to pull up. Boom, went outside, shot a video. It started raining and everything. I had the car mount. He was like, I want to ride in the car. We put the car mount on there. He started doing this dance and everything, you know. Everything was just so organic. You feel me? But, yeah, that was a hell of a video right there. That was a hell of a shoot.
When you get done shooting it, do you realize what you're sitting on and what's about to happen?
For sure.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, with that one I already knew. With that one I knew. With that one I knew, because as I'm editing it, I'm putting it in, I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, this, yeah. I'm like, okay, for sure, for sure.
That shit was going viral on Twitter,
What?
Facebook.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, shout out Duke Deuce, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's
believe
still
it.
working with him, too.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
he's one of the ones that,
Yes. Yeah.
stuck with you.
Come on, man.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real.
You worked with Pooh in Big 30.
Yup.
Really before they big break, too.
Yup.
So I know that video, man. Like, a lot of guns in this shit, man. Ooh. What are you thinking at this point when you're shooting? And once again, do you see their potential at the time, too?
Yeah, I for sure seen that potential. Because but it's crazy. We shot the video, and then I went to a show with another artist, but they happened to be there. And they played their song, and then I'm talking about like, it wasn't a lot of people in there. It probably was I'd say it was probably about 50, 60 people in there. I'm telling you, everybody in this song, word for word. I'm like, yeah. As soon as I got to the crib,
I gotta finish this shit up.
Send it out. We gotta go and drop. Let's do it. I seen the potential with that, but with the guns in there, man, you know.
How do you feel as being, the shooter? You got everyone pointing the gun right at you, man.
Looking at it now, I'm like, bro, what? You tripping? But then I'm almost like, man, they ain't on nothing. I'm in here moving. I'm handheld anyway. I can get away. It's crazy though. But I don't advise anybody to have guns in video. Any directors, I do not advise. If you got any other options, use them. Get you some props or get some Nerf guns. Make fun of real guns or whatever. But avoid using guns in your video because accidents do happen for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What I notice is when these artists, when they sign with a label, they don't let them put guns in.
Yeah, guns over with. If they can do it then, there's no reason to put them in before you get signed, because that can hinder your career. Also, you could be hard as hell. Then, label come to your page, you ain't got nothing but guns on there. Shit, I'm gonna sign that.
Yeah, we can't monetize that shit.
Come on. And then if it's so excessive, you blurring out the whole video. You can't even see what's going on.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. Now, don't use guns. No guns, no guns, no guns, no guns.
Yep. What would you say your role was in, helping the Memphis music scene, especially like back in 2019, 2020, when it seemed like every rapper was blowing up, every rapper was getting signed. What role would you say you played in helping their careers?
The visuals, I feel, because that was at a time where visuals meant everything. They still a big picture, they still a big deal, but it's like, back then, that's when, artists would be like, okay, I gotta drop 4 videos this month, or I gotta drop 5, so it's like, just keeping them looking good, man. Just building that image of them. I was bringing photographers to the video shoots, they getting professional pictures that they didn't have, just boom, building a relationship with them. Now he going to the shows. I was going to the shows, filming the shows, uploading the show footage. Like, we was really putting out the content, being a content creator for the artist, bro. Like, that's the biggest,
Yeah, because I feel like YouTube is so big for music discovery, especially for like new artists. Before they, you're more likely to find someone on YouTube than through a streaming site.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
What was like working with Big Cootie and Fizzle on that Supafly, man? Man, you went in on that one, man.
That was dope. I ain't gonna lie, that was a dope video. That was a dope experience. Them some cool guys, I ain't gonna lie, them some cool guys, man, real talk. It was another organic video, another genuinely just hard. He called me. He like, man, I got the suits. Boom. He sent me the song. I'm like, yeah, this perfect. Boom. We booked just a little stage out there in A City. Shot that joint. But we had already shot the Real Trap Nigga though with Cootie.
Okay.
And it was going up. So this was like and we shot the damn, I can't remember the name of the song with Fizzle. So they was already getting some traction. So it's like, damn, we gotta shoot another joint, a harder joint. And that was a joint, and that was the one that blew them up for that summer for sure.
Absolutely.
That was a hard video though. Yeah. Great experience.
Did you ever think about being, or has any artist approached you to be like they in-house videographer?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the time.
So I take it you turn it down.
I don't turn it down, but you know, I can't, cause it's like I want to make sure everybody. I want to spread myself, cause I know the talent I got. You feel me? It's like my way of blessing other artists. You feel me? Like I don't feel like that's why God blessed me with the talent to just be with one specific group. Like I want to make sure everybody look good. You feel me? Cause so you could change somebody's life with the right video. You know.
Real
so
shit.
I can't do it.
Yeah. How'd you get tapped into the Detroit scene? I know you worked with Lonnie.
Yeah.
FMB,
Being in the Bay.
Yeah.
Ooh, DZ. Yeah, DZ. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still a big DZ fan, but that was like the first Detroit artist I got on. I got on DZ and Tay B. Yes. Yeah, hell yeah, man. That was dope. I ain't gonna lie. That's how I got on to them though, being in the Bay, and they was coming to the Bay a lot. You know, Empire out there in the Bay. And Empire got a lot of Detroit artists. Yeah. So they was always coming to the, and Thizzler out there too. So they be, you know, they come out there and rock with Thizzler, then they slide to Empire. And man, it was at one point I was following all of them, and I see when they post like San Francisco, I'm straight to the DM, where you at? Hey, let's go and do something. And they'll be like, pull up, and I'll pull up, we'll shoot something. And then they come to Atlanta a lot too. And I was coming to Atlanta a lot too, so when I see them in Atlanta, boom, let's do something. And then, you know, it was just like that.
Yeah.
Just building, being in the right place at the right time.
No, that's what's good, man.
Yeah.
So back in the class.
Yeah.
So talk about, you know, what your vision was when you created this.
Man, I just wanted to come with something real different. I wanted to come with a hard platform where I could have a bunch of creatives involved, you know what I'm saying? But man, I don't know. You know, I really was in the back of the class for real doing this. I really was beating on the desk. I really was rapping. You know, we was back there loud and we was doing everything in the back. So I'm like, I wanted to come up with something that represented me too. So I just was jotting a bunch of stuff down, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, man, back of the class. Cause I started off with a name. And then that's when I came, okay, what was we doing? We was really rapping. Okay, boom, I started doing my little YouTube research. Sugar Free popped up. Another video popped up. I'm like, man, yeah. I'm like, yeah, this what we doing. I called my boy Swag, cause Swag was in the band. I'm like, I know Swag could do this. So I called him, I sent him the video. I'm like, you think you could? He like, hell yeah. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm like, I got this idea, woo, woo, woo. He like, yeah, that sound like it's hard. We did it, went crazy. And that was it. I ain't gonna lie, it took off. It ain't even took off to where it's supposed to take off yet, but it's going up though.
Absolutely.
You know? So I know we got Blue Magic, you feel me?
The C Money, this shit went viral, man. So, man, just go ahead and break it down for people who have not seen this one, man.
Okay, so my dog, Free C Money, first of all. C Money, he in jail right now, fast cash, but I wanted to get him on the junk, cause I'm like, man, this junk be hard, but I'm like, how I'm gonna get him on there? I was just gonna have I just had a video. I was just gonna have him rap on the junk. We was gonna put the phone on the table, just have him rap on it, watch Swag beat, but then I'm like, So then he sent me a video. I called him like, you think you could send me a video? Can you do that? He like, yeah, I can. Won't send me a clear. I'm talking about, look like he shot on the camera, real clear video. Like, I bet. I had just had the TV screen on the table though. Frog was like, bro, I could make the Frog, he's a videographer. He the one that's doing like the creative side of back of the class. He like, bro, I could turn it into a hologram if you want me to. I'm like, stop lying, nigga. You can't go to a hologram, nigga. What you talking about? Boom, he did it. Woo. Made that man look like he was sitting at the desk. I'm like, damn. And it really ain't even went viral yet. It ain't even went viral, but the content's so good, we can re-upload that when we do get a bigger platform, boom, and it'll take off again, you know? It got some traction, though.
No, absolutely. I thought that was really dope. I ain't never seen no one do some shit like that.
For sure. For sure, hologram, back of the class.
Yeah.
Free C money.
Absolutely, man. So where do you see Back of the Class going? Like, what's the ultimate goal for the platform?
TV. Like, I'm on some shit now where I was, at one point I was trying to get into the music industry. You know, I was trying to break in with that. But it's like, I don't think that's where God want me at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna try to do this TV thing. I'm finna take back, I'm trying to get back of the class, BOTC, like really on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like on some MTV shit, on some VH1, you know, that's my end goal. That's the end goal. That's gonna be a long time from that, but that's where I wanna go with. I want us to be on TV. Shows and shit, short films, movies, all that.
Yeah.
Bigger picture.
Is the merch available for purchase? Because you got a site, you got a DM, you what?
Yeah, just hit me up. We giving them out free right now. We just, you know, spreading the love. We got black and white right now. We gonna have some different ones in the fall, but just hit me up. You know, we'll ship them out, send them to you. We in the city, pull up on us.
Yeah. So what inspires you to keep going here over 10 years later, man? And not getting completely burnt out like we talked about earlier?
Knowing that it's not just about me, bro. Like, this shit about my kids, my cousin, my best friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? It's about the culture, and it's about putting other people on. Like you might touch somebody's life that go on to get Nobel Peace Prize, and they came from back of the class, or they came from Dirty Glove Bastard. You know what I'm saying? That's major. So what keep me going and motivated is knowing that it ain't just about me. Even when I don't want to do it, like, it's not about what I don't want to do. You know, God bless me with the talent. You feel me? So it's like, I gotta do it. You know, it's certain things that you gotta do when you get a talent or when you get blessed. Certain things you can do, certain things you can't do. So just knowing that it's a bigger picture. Yeah. That's really it.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
What's some advice you would share for some upcoming directors or some upcoming content creators right now?
Man, get to work. You know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to try new things. Like, everything ain't gonna work. You feel me? Sometimes you blessed to do something and it take off. Sometimes you do something and it don't really hit, but don't let that discourage you. Keep your head up, keep your feet to the ground and keep working. Everything gonna work out. If you moving with positive energy. Now, if you out here being a dickhead, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing for you, because that shit ain't gonna work for you anyway. Clean your heart up, nigga.
Yeah. How important would you say it is to be original and not just copy trends, doing what everyone else is doing?
That's like that too. Like, just be original, bro. Like, that go into trying something new. Like, try something new. And it ain't even gotta be nothing, because nothing is super original. But if it's something that you can put your own spin on, your own flavor, your own taste to it, do that. You got to stand apart from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody come up and start doing something, beating on the desk, you feel me? Everybody gonna be like, bro, what is you doing? That's the back of the class, ain't it? You BOTC, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? That if somebody do a porch joint, they gonna be like, damn, you on Dirty Glove, ain't it? Why you just ain't go to Dirty Glove? So start something new, bro. Or just be original. Use your head, don't lose your head.
Real shit.
Yeah.
So what's some goals you got for the rest of 2022?
Back of the class headquarters. Back of the class headquarters. That's the main goal for the end of 2022. Back of the class headquarters. That's like that's what I really want to work on. We're working on, you know what I'm saying, just expanding the brand, but I want a place we can call home for other artists. We fly artists in, fly A&Rs in. We might fly Dirty Glove to Memphis. Y'all come kick it with us for, you know what I'm saying? You just never know. But I want a place for that. So back of the class headquarters, BOTC headquarters.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm back on the ass, I'm back and I'm better. Let's up in designer in a Fendi sweater. Don't fuck with you niggas, you not on my level. Shawty said she digging me just like a shovel. We can rock and roll, this ain't heavy.